If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. Hi, my crafty friends. I have a project share. I have been dying to play with the new Prima Christmas Sparkle paper, but I wanted to create something new, or something that's new to me. And I created a file for a craft tote bag. And I love the way it came out, guys. It didn't give me too much trouble. So sometimes I don't like to create files because I do have a lot of trouble with, lining up, making sure the score lines are, it's a long process. But for some reason, this one came together really fast. And so I want to share with you the one that I created. So I created this trolley, and I did create the base, how to the base pieces, and then I also created layering pieces. So this file is not on Etsy yet. I usually, when I create a file, especially one that I'm really fond of, I'll give it to my daughter so she can put it in her Etsy shop to kind of help her out a little bit. She is, a single parent, and I try to help her whenever I can. So, but it's not there yet. She hasn't converted it yet. But anyway, I created this file, and I love the way Tonic Studio has been doing with their pockets, where you can close them without adding a magnet or a Velcro or something like that. So that's the same kind of closure I incorporated into this file. And how you open the pockets is you slide down whatever it is you put there in the center, and it releases the flap on top. And these are gusseted pockets, but they're tiny, guys. The tote bag is little. Even though it looks big on screen, it is not very big. I'll tell you what it measures. It measures, I think, from pocket to pocket, less than 6 inches across, going this way. And the height is about 5 inches. So even though it looks big, it's like, there's my hand, guys. It's not big at all, but this can hold a bunch of stuff. So anyway, and what I did to mine, if I added a piece of the designer paper on the inside of the pocket, just to cover up the mechanics so you couldn't see it. And whenever you slide the peppermint up and down, all you see is the designer paper. But all you do is close it, and then just slide the whatever it is that you happen to use as a closure. Here's the other one. You just slide it down and it releases. And these do have gussets. But like I said, they're tiny. But I'm sure there's something in our craft room that we can find to go in those little pockets. And then on the sides, I added some gusseted pockets where we could stick more goodies in there. And again, I did do all the layering pieces to everything except the bottom. There is the inside. It measures 3.5 inches on the inside, so you can put quite a bit in here. And then for the back, I did add a pocket to the back, but I did not add the gussets. If you are a paper crafter, you probably know how to alter that if you want the back pocket to have gussets. So I left it without, more for like if you wanted to include like a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts gift card or something like that. That's what the back pocket, the purpose of the back pocket is. Same thing, the mechanism is you slide down whatever embellishment you used as the closure, and then it will release the pocket. But whenever you decide what you're going to do here, make sure that wherever you slide your opening all the way down before you add the top piece. That way you know if it's going to release. See, mine, the heart doesn't release it. I would have to open it. It still works. I'm content with it. And it has to be able to slide up high enough that it'll trap the flap to keep it closed. But I'm okay with it, with mine, with what I used. And I used a piece of the chipboard from the collection Prima Christmas Sparkle. So that's the one that I use, one of the chipboard pieces, and the peppermints as well. I wish it had had bigger peppermints because that would have been perfect, or if I had had a resin pink peppermints, but I didn't have them. So I had to use the chipboard pieces, but they still work. It still closes, but they're a little small. And I did the layering. And how I added my pockets to this is, normally I would fold in all the bottom piece, the side pieces, add glue, and glue them down. In this case, I did it different. The bottom flap on the pocket, instead of gluing it on the front panel, I actually glued it to the bottom, and it was easier to put together, or for me that way. I did the same thing with all the pockets. I was able to get them right where I wanted them. And at the very last thing I did was cut a piece of paper to mat the bottom after I had added all the pockets. And what I like about this is that your pockets are not going to come undone because they're trapped between the blue base paper and the designer paper. So all the hinges are trapped in there and they're not going to come apart. So I really love the way that came out. But for the bottom piece, you would just have to measure and cut out a piece, because I didn't make a layering piece for that. Although you could cut out the base piece with designer paper and use it on the bottom as well. But all in all, I love the way this came out. In the new file, I did the opening right here. I kind of made it a little bit smaller because I felt this opening was really big. So I sized it down a little bit, but it's exactly the same, just a smaller opening right here. And then I'll share with you the first one I created, which, you know, you gotta make a couple of them before you get it just the way you like it. Now on this one was 4 inches across, and I felt like I needed to just take a little bit off. So I only took about ½ an inch off of the width. But again, this one I didn't add any side pockets, but now I can go back and add them. This has the pocket closure as well in the front. And these little hearts right here were made by my friend Nisha, who is Inspiring Beautiful Creations. And I needed something that was rose gold to go with this paper. And again, all I do is slide the heart down. It releases the pocket. Oh, I got a little bit of hot glue on there. It releases the pocket. I had to add hot glue because it was, the heart kept popping off, so I had to add some hot glue. So there it is, and all you do is slide this up. Now these pockets, I didn't make any gussets on them, so there's the difference between this one and the second one, and these pockets are smaller, so I made the pockets a little bit bigger and I added gussets. But all in all, this is still a beautiful craft tote bag. In the back, again, same closure. All you do is slide it down. It releases the pocket. You can add a gift card to it. I didn't add any gussets or anything to this either, but these hold quite a bit. But look at how pretty that this is, guys. I think it's beautiful. All I need to do is add the side pockets to it and then fill it up with goodies to match my sewing machine, and then hopefully it'll find a home somewhere. But see, when I go to hold this across, I felt like 4 inches was just a little bit too much, so I took off a ½ inch. And even though I didn't take out a lot, I think it made a big difference. Now, I want you to see how much this holds. I have a bunch of things. I have been going through my craft room, and I discovered some of the embellishments that some of the ladies had sent during when I was hosting swaps. And I just picked up a few things, like some of my Prima flowers from this new collection, and just wanted to see how much I could put in this tote bag, guys. And this holds a lot. Like, I'm just going to start putting things in there. There's 1 pack of flowers. There's 2. I created these last year, I think. So some of the things I created and some of the things somebody else created. Here are some mason jars I created. Some gingerbread cookies that I created. I believe this was created by Miss Betty, who is Scrap Passion 01 here on YouTube. And this is a good size embellishment, guys. That's going in there. These were created by Miss Betty as well. Look at how pretty. Ooh, I needed these, Miss Betty, for the closure. Ah, oh, those are so nice. I wonder where she got those from. I could use those. Look, these would have been perfect for the closure on my pockets. So look, and I still have room, guys, in here. And then these were created by Miss Betty as well. I don't recall who made these, but they're beautiful. And the perfect coloring to go with this paper. So I'm putting those in there. Here are some charms from the new collection. I don't recall who created this. Might have been the same one who did this. I'm not too sure. Or maybe Miss Betty. I'm not sure, guys, because I didn't label any of it. Here's some more embellishments. Just stick these in that pocket. Here's a little stocking. I'll just put it up front. And these were created, I believe, by Miss Holly Miller. And these are little, looks like polar bears. And they're made of resin. So I'll stick it in the pocket. And then look at these beautiful Christmas lights. I believe these were made by Miss Holly Miller. She sent me a bunch of resin embellishments, and these look frosted, guys. I don't know how she accomplished that, but these are beautiful. These are going to go in, and these are bulky, guys. Look, these are about 1/2 inch thick. These are going to go in there. And then this candy cane tag was created also last year in the year before. Sorry, guys. Last year I didn't host a swap. The year before, also in the Not So Secret Santa swap, and I just tied it. I had it tied to the front of my box like that. But look at how much you can put in the box, guys. And I don't even have anything in the back pocket yet, or the side pockets are not even filled up yet. Like, I could still put more in here if I wanted to, and I could probably add more in here if I wanted to. But that's a little box that holds quite a bit. As soon as the file becomes available, I will list it in the description box below. It's finished, but my daughter hasn't had time to convert it. So as soon as she converts it and list it on Etsy, just keep coming back to check if you're interested. And hopefully soon I'll have the link there directly to this file. So if you have a Cricut or a Brother Scan and Cut or a Cameo, you'll be able to cut it out as many as you want. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.